Next tag is a paragraph tag. The P tag offers a way to structure your text into a different paragraphs. Each paragraph of a text should go in between an opening of P and closing of P tag, as shown below in the example. Okay, now HTML, start of head tag, start of title tag. Here the title is a paragraph example, end of title tag and end of head tag. Start of body tag, P tag. Here is a first paragraph of text and end of P tag. For second sentence we use another P tag. Here is a second paragraph of text and end of P. Now third P. Here is a third paragraph of text and end of P tag. Here is the output of above code. Here is a first paragraph of text, second paragraph of text and the third paragraph of text as we saw in our example. Next tag is a break tag. Whenever you use the break tag element, which means BR tag, anything following it starts from the next line. This tag is an example of an empty element where you do not need opening and closing tags as there is nothing to go in between them. For all the tags we use opening and ending tag, but in a break tag not use start of tag or end of tag. Only this type of tag is used, BR and /. The BR tag has a space between the character BR and the /. Here BR and / space between the character BR and the /. If you omit this space, older browser will have the trouble rendering the line break, but if you miss the / character and just use BR, it is not valid in XHTML. Next tag is a pre-formatted text. Many a times we want to display a text with a multiple white spaces in a multiple lines without wanting to be changed it by the browser. For that, using a pre and end of pre tag. If you want this type of tag, this is the first line, then enter and then space, this is the second line and this is the third line. So same format we want, then we use a pre tag. Pre tag preserve the formatting of the given content. Example, pre tag, same and end of pre tag. Next tag is a bold tag, which indicate a B tag and end of B tag. This tag is used to display a given content into a bold letters P. This is the B, first B. But for a B tag we require a paragraph tag. Within a paragraph tag we use a bold tag. So this is the first end of B paragraphs and end of P. Output here, first is only a bold in letters. This is the first paragraphs. Same as the underline tag. For underline tag we use a U. Start of U and end of U. It indicates the underline tag. This tag is used to display a given content with a underline letters. Same as above example, P. This is the start of U, first, end of U and paragraphs and end of P. And output, this is the first paragraph. We can use both bold and underline at the same time. If you want bold or underline at the same time, so we can simply add B tag here, start of B tag and here end of B tag. Next, italic. For italic we use I, start of I and end of I. It displays the italic text. This tag is used to display a given content into italic letters. P, this is the I, first, end of I, paragraphs and end of P. Your output, this is the first here. First is in an italic format or paragraphs. Next tag is a strike through tags. In some website we can see the any word or line between that. See, same as a first. Here first or line. It means cut that type of word. So for that we use a strike through tag. It display a width thin line through text. Start of P. This is the S indicate the strike through tag. First, end of S or paragraph and end of P tag. This is first paragraphs. Last tag is a typewriter font. TT tag. Start of TT and end of TT. It shows the typewriter font. This tag is used to display a given content into a typewriter fonts. Start of P, this is the TT, first, end of TT, paragraphs and end of P. Here the first word display in a monospaced fonts. Okay, now see the example. Go to your code. Okay, first tag is a p tag as we show in our code. Next, break tag. We use a break tag. Like for break tag we first required a p tag. Hello. Now given a break tag for indicating a new line. So for that we required a br space / and br. Br tag is an empty tag, so it not required a end of tag. Only br tag is required. Hello. Right. Again we want a new line. Then again we use br tag space / and end of p. Control S. Okay, see the output. Go to Google Chrome, refresh. Here see hello right here. All the words in a new line because we use a br tag within them. Okay, again go to code. For bold tag, take a p tag. This is okay. If you want to use a bold tag, then use b tag first end of b. Okay, next end of p tag. Same as for italic, take a p. This is for italic we use I tag, end of I and end of p. Okay, now for underline any word we can use u tag. So for that we use u tag. This is u first end of u line and end of p. Okay, now save the file, go to Google Chrome and refresh. Here for first line, this is first line which indicate a bold letters. This is first line which indicate the italic fonts, and third this is first line we can use underline here. Okay, you can use both tags at the same line, same as this is b first end of b line. Here we use italic tag, so I. Also we can use underline. Okay, now first end of u, end of I and end of b. Here space. Okay, now Control plus S, refresh it. See here, this is first in a bold, italic or underline. Now for a strike through we can use S tag, same as P. This is for strike tag we use small s, end of S and end of P tag. Now Control plus S, go to Google Chrome, refresh it. See, this is first line. Here in a first word there is a thin line on first word. It is a strike. HTML attributes. HTML attributes are special words which provide additional information about the elements or attributes are the modifier of the HTML elements. Each element or a tag can have attributes which defines the behavior of that element. Attributes should always be applied with a start tag. The attribute should always be applied with its name and value pair. The attribute's name and values are case sensitive, and it is recommended by W3C that it should be written in a lower case only, not uppercase. You can add multiple attributes in one HTML element but need to give a space between two attributes. Here the basic syntax, first of all elements. Here elements means any tag like your p tag. So here in an element we use a p tag as an example. Next attribute name is equal to value. Next here is a content and end of element. First is a align attribute. The HTML p align attribute is used to specify the alignment of a paragraph text content. If you want to give your sentence in your web page in a middle center of a web page, then we can use a align attribute. So for that we use p align is equal to left, right, center or justify, any four of them. P align is equal to left, it sets the left text left align end of p. P align is equal to right, it sets the text right align. P align is equal to center, it sets the text center align and end of p tag. Last is a p align is equal to justify, it stretches the text or a paragraph to the set width of all lines equal. Basic HTML tags is, first we can see that b tag display the text in a bold fonts. H1 defines the first level of heading. H2 tag it defines the second level of heading. H3 tag it defines the third level of heading. H4 tag it defines the fourth level of heading. H5 tag it defines the first 5 level of heading. At last H6 tag it defines the sixth level of headings. Now head tag and end of head tag, it defines the head section of HTML document. I tag it displays the text in italic fonts. Paragraph tag it defines the any sentence or any line. Pre tag it defines a pre-formatted text. S it displays the text in a strike through manner as we see in above example. Title tag it defines the title of documents, appears within the head tag pairs only. TT it displays the typewriter fonts. U for underlined fonts. Small tag, the content is displayed one font size smaller than the rest of the text surrounding. Big tag, the content is displayed one font size bigger than the rest of the text surrounding. Sup it indicates the superior. Subscript or superscript, the content is displayed in a superscript format like X12. 2 is a superscript format. Subscript like H2O, here 2 is in a subscript format. Q it defines the quote or definition, it defines a special term. Again go to your code. Okay, first we give some alignment. For that we use a p tag. Okay, if we want our sentence on our web page in a center, then we use p align is equal to in an inverted comma we use a center. This is first line end of p tag. Okay, Control S, go to your Google Chrome. This is first line. Here our line is displayed on a center of our web page using a align attribute. Same as if we want our line in a right, then we use a p align is equal to right. Okay, again save your file, go to Google Chrome and refresh it. Okay, see, this is the second line in a right side, same as the left side. Now superscript or subscript, for that we use a p. Here we use X then use SUP for superscript 2, end of SUP and end of P tag. Same as a subscript, we use a P tag, H sub for subscript 2, again end of sub O and end of P tag. Now Control plus S. Go to Google Chrome and see the effects. See, here X square in a superscript format and H2O is in a subscript format. Same as a big or small, we can use P, this, take a bold big tag BIG, end of big, and end of P. Control S. Same for small. For a small tag, we can use a small instead of B tag. And Control plus S. Go to Google Chrome and see the effects. See, this line here, line word is in a big format, and here this line